Hey friends, remember when Bungie dropped the limited time last word event where it got an extra 3 meters of range? I myself was having a pretty good time winning my mirror matches, but Bungie decided no, to which it had me crawling back to Lucky Pants to get that sweet accuracy bonus. Which, for those of you who don't know, this is my most used loadout in Destiny history. I have the most kills on Last Word out of any weapon, and I used it mostly on mouse and keyboard until recently switching to console, and now using it on controller, I just feel unleashed. It is so consistent. You do not need the old Radiant Dance machines for Last Word to pop off. Dare I say you don't even need Lucky Pants. I was popping off with Titan. But then out of nowhere, Bungie hit us with a patch note that Radiant Dance machines are re-enabled for the Last Word. Except this time, it doesn't get the bonus 3 meters of range. So this brings up the question, the topic of today's video. Lucky Pants versus Radiant Dance machines. Which is better with the Last Word? It's Radiant Dance machines. Then I had so much leftover Last Word Lucky Pants footage that I decided to do a different video, which is comparing Lucky Pants to Radiant Dance machines when you consider every other hand cannon. So jumping into that, Lucky Pants give you a sprint and a slide. Oh, go back to the gameplay! Okay. Yeah, the Last Word generates a lot of hate. I feel like I'm building up an aggro meter on my opponents until they finally swap to the Last Word. So that brings us to a lesson in Last Word rage swaps. Oh, here it goes. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it in real time. We're watching the aggro meter fill up. What? That shouldn't have worked for him. Why would you come back? Oh, let's see it happen in real time. Yeah, there it is. There it is. He's serious now. But for real, y'all paid for this college course by subscribing to my channel, so you might as well get your money in time's worth. Yeah, Lucky Pants get a sprint and a slide bonus, along with 20 AE, 100 ready handling, and a 0.6 multiplier to that ready speed, so it's even faster. It's like almost Dragon Shadow, but not quite. Then we have 30% decrease accuracy cone, which essentially means bullets shoot straighter. And both of these bonuses are only active when it says illegally modded holster on the bottom left of your screen. And that's only for 6 seconds. So if you use a Hawkmoon with opening shot or rangefinder, essentially, when a legally modded holster is active, you will have an easier time hitting yellow numbers at a long distance. Of course, as fate would have it, Hawkmoon also rolls with hipfire grip, which means it's immediately an option with Radiant Dance machines, which give you 30 mobility from the hip and a 70% decreased accuracy cone from the hip with additional custom hipfire tuning. Then we have the biggest bonus of them all, which is primary kills earn extra dodge charges, and that's what I feel the majority of the player base is using RDMs for, but you still can pop off with pretty much any hipfire weapon, whereas Lucky Pants is just hand cannons. And if I had to go even further into this, here are the real trade-offs. If you got it like that on mouse and keyboard, and you jump a lot, and you have that dexterity to swap between one weapon and know exactly what to do when you get to the other, and then go back and like do a TTK combo, you should be using Lucky Pants with the hand cannon. Hawkmoon is the best gun in the game, Cremil's Dagger is amazing, and if you're a controller player, you can still hot swap to Last Word. If you, for example, the map Endless Veil shows up, you go, oh, I need a close quarters option. Yeah, just switch to Last Word. And if it's a giant map, like say Widow's Court, you're probably going to swap to a scout rifle, which means you're not going to be using a scout and a hand cannon. You're just going to be swapping to, I don't know, Stompies, Knucklehead, 6 Coyote. But then again, Radiant Dance machines exist, and you could just have a loadout ready for that. And here are the trade-offs for that. RDMs have extra mobility, which means you build into better fragments and higher resilience, whereas on Lucky Pants, if you're being competitive, you probably tank your mobility to make it work. And then with RDMs, you could just use the dodge bonus from getting a kill. You can just aim down sights, you don't have to hip fire. But if you were to hip fire, you would have better radar awareness. I didn't make a script for this, I don't know how to naturally say that Xur won't sell the Hawkmoon roll with hipfire. Thank you for watching the video. For the rest, it's going to show Hawkmoon gameplay with Lucky Pants, and then leftover Last Word Lucky Pants commentary, because where else am I gonna put it? Alright, we're going for the green. Gonna smoke lurk on inside ring. Was a little overwhelmed on the radar there. Threadlings put some pressure on me. I didn't know if I was about to get flown out with a shotgun from the back or the front, so I just chose wrong. So far, we're having positive plus right here. Never mind. That was a ballistic slam opportunity he did not take. Okay, so I'm making a judgment call and saying that the opponents have a better team than mine, and I am going to try to flip the spawn. Now I have to farm these exact same 2 players. Never mind. We flipped. We're good to go. We flipped. Remember, respect the long win. My fault. That was a perfectly timed invis, by the way, for that player. I couldn't even see their model. This is a great opportunity to invis, since I know they're going to be standing on the flag and not likely pushing forward. And I tag this, get my reload in, and now I'm just fighting ones for a while. Until my teammates die. Okay, so now I'm going to flip again, after getting power. Oh, danger zone. That was actually kind of swag. Okay, so we flipped again. By the time I make it to mid, opponents are already going to be looking at these common angles. I'm going to invis and try to be ahead of it. I can't really fight a bolt charge titan at half health. I'm gonna wait. Nice. Oh, we shit on them. Good job, team. Them threadlings hurt. I can't do anything. I'm gonna purposely be chased. We'll see. I think I got grenaded right there. I can't tell what the fuck that was. I just heard an explosion and a little screen shake. Alright, let's use a lot of util for the power ammo. Same invis as last time. Let's be ready for it. Any bolt charge titans? 116 is fine. I am on right now. It's a good feeling. Nice. Good follow-up, teammate. Alright, next we're going to look for jumpers. As soon as I grab this ammo, we're looking for jumpers. Next, we're going to see where they cross. I want to catch them in last word distance. See if they go to cubby. Waiting on it. No cubby, so we switch angles. I'm gonna get crossed here if I'm not very quick. Still hold my angle. I'm not afraid of this dude. I wanted to suppress it, but let's see my next suppressor target. Sniper moment. Just have to hit it. Wait till he reloads. Technically possible if I snipe it again. Still got it. I can dodge now. I can dodge now. Manual reload. Snipe. Huge. Manual reload again for the behemoth. They're gonna run into my smoke. Huge. Not worth. Save it for the super. We know the super's coming. Alright, let's invis lurk and return. They're not investigating. I think he saw me even. That's the whole team, so I gotta be very cautious. Not to burn too much utility. Jump. I was late. Pretend to be afraid. Bank this, and we go. Did I kill it? No. Needed to make love to the wall right there, even if he's in super. I'm trying to stay close enough, though, that I have the heads up for the purple haze and the ear-piercing sound that boomers can't hear. I don't understand how bolt charge procced if he left the barricade, but whatever. I should go close range. Ready? I tried to snipe it out of the ballistic slam. That would have been beautiful. Had I known he was going to whip that hard, I probably should have just kept last word out. I need to fight now that teammate's fighting. No orb mid.